Welcome back to TFE, a weekly news podcast in which we give our thoughts, feelings, and emotions on the latest gaming, film, tech, streaming news, and other random crap we feel like. I am your host, Dan, and I'm joined with you as always by my co-host, Danny.
Hello. In this week's episode, we have a lot to talk about, so let's get on with it.
Yes, it's been about
3 weeks of, I
think 4 weeks since the last episode.
Yes, and a lot has happened.
Yeah. So, awkwardly, first week, I was on holiday, so we couldn't record that one. Second week, it got corrupted. Third week, I was on holiday again, and that brings us to right now. So, let's start off with rapid reviews, and we're going to talk about the sort of start of She-Hulk. We're about halfway through the series.
Well, it's 9 episodes, so we're not. Well, we got one more episode, roughly.
Well, but I say we're about halfway.
About halfway, yeah.
Yeah, it's fine. What do you think?
I'm enjoying it.
That's good.
I don't think it's the best thing. I think the CGI is clunky as fuck, but the character's good. I like the stuff that's happening. I think it's fine.
I'm actually entertained. And that, at the end of the day, that's all that needs to be.
Yeah. I think it's good. I like what's happening. I think people's anger at this show is weird. I think it doesn't like it's not a terrible show. It's an actual show. That's what I find interesting.
Yeah,
like,
it's actually got a TV show format.
Yeah, it's like week-to-week episode that kind of ties into each other.
Yes.
Like it's an actual plot for the episode that may or may not continue in the next one.
Yeah, I think this is a much better format, and I really do hope all their future shows will follow this, and we will talk about their future shows coming up in a bit. As we go on into Stream That Movie News into my head, because Disney has had their D23 Expo.
Yes, and their Game Expo as well, but we'll get to the gaming bit.
Yes, where a lot of different Disney properties have been announced.
Well, confirmed, basically.
Yes, I think they've been rumoured before, and there's been sort of new clips and trailers revealed as well to go along with the announcements.
Yes, like we get trailers for stuff, and we've got casts for stuff, which I am kind of confused about, specifically the Thunderbolts.
Yeah, let's talk about the Thunderbolts casting, or the Thunderbolts main lineup, because I was a bit confused by it as well, same as you were.
So we've got Ghost, Red Guardian, Yelena, Bucky, Baron, what's his face, Anti-Captain America, and,
US Agent,
and the other one, the Taskmaster, yeah. So out of all of them, one of them can shift through walls.
Yeah.
The other are all basically just super soldiers.
Yeah. More or less.
They're all just super soldiers.
There are 3 of them that all have the
super
Captain America
serum. Well, variation of the super soldier serum. Why is Bucky on the team?
Yeah, he's not a villain.
Well, yeah, neither's Yelena and neither's Red Guardian.
Yelena's arguably, she's still an assassin.
But like, are they going to add I was expecting the Abomination, but I guess they can't reveal the Abomination if they're having the Abomination until the end of She-Hulk. We'd have to see we'd have to see where the Abomination is at the end of She-Hulk, because that. But yeah, the Taskmaster makes sense, I guess, because that was going to be like, I guess they're Hawkeye, because they can do everything everyone can do. So I guess they'd use that as because otherwise you'd have to get Haley Steinfeld, and Haley Steinfeld's not going to be the villain thing. But there's no like cool. There's no like Red Hulk. There's no like super powered with cool crazy powers. There's no like Justin Hammond with an Iron Man suit. Like that would have been fun.
Maybe that's still going to be announced. Maybe this isn't the full lineup.
Maybe there's still Armor Wars, which is confirmed to actually be going ahead with Don Cheadle, which we got some news about.
Yes. Do we know what date that is?
No. Maybe. There's so much stuff I've been kind of covering it, kind of looking at it. I just kind of was like, oh yeah, that's cool. We know the Fantastic Four movie is coming out in 2024 now on November 8th, 2 years roughly from now. We got a cast. We got the guy from Everything Everywhere All at Once. The main guy is joining Loki.
Okay.
And he's a good actor. And I think he's the guy who plays Short Round in Indiana Jones, the Indiana Jones movie where he's in it. And he met Harrison Ford backstage.
Oh, really?
And that was a nice little reunion that they did. Yeah, so yeah, it's just basically Don Cheadle will return in Marvel Studios' Armor Wars coming to Disney Plus. There's no actual confirmed date yet.
Well, talking about Don Cheadle, he is also revealed to be part of another TV show of Secret Invasion.
Yes, which we got a trailer for. And
did.
It looks like a decent spy thing.
Yes, this actually probably looks like the most decent thing Marvel has done in ages.
It actually has some kind of budget. Well, I say budget, but it actually has some kind of like style to it.
Yes, it doesn't just look generic Marvel. It actually looks good. I'm actually looking forward to this now.
I'm looking forward to everything. Emilia Clarke's in it, who hasn't really done anything super well good from Game of Thrones. Since Game of Thrones, I guess, is like her. I reckon she's still famous for that. I guess she was Sarah Connor in those Terminator movie that tanked hard.
And she was in Star Wars.
Oh fuck yeah, she wasn't. But
She
no
was
one
in
fucking
Solo.
liked Han Solo. Yeah, no one liked Han Solo though. Disney blamed Han Solo for their CGI, and that's why for recasting, and that's why we're getting CGI Luke Skywalker every fucking time. I like the moment where Ben Mendelsohn's character is like facing that guy, and then there's just a whole bunch of that guy.
Right.
It's just like, oh, the scrolls are just doing things. It's cool. And then the other fucking thing that has an actual visual style is Werewolf by Night, which is basically Marvel's werewolf horror movie, and it's all in black and white. Like, the whole show is going to be in black and white, and it's going to be like those really campy, cheesy, like really early on horror movies. And it looks good. I like it. Like, it actually has a visual flair.
That's what you want. That's what you want.
But the thing is, I was thrown through a loop because the director of it is the guy who does all the music for most of the stuff, Michael Giannucci, something like that. He's done like the music for like most Marvel stuff. I didn't expect him to be a director though. I think this is his first directorial piece. Oh, also with Fantastic Four, the guy who did WandaVision and was like kind of the writer on a lot of the Marvel shows is directing the Fantastic Four movie.
Well, WandaVision was actually decent.
Yeah. And I think that guy's now kind of like the spearhead of like the writing for the future Marvel shows and stuff. Like he's become like the de facto Russo brothers, whatever the guys who did the Russo brothers ones are. I think he's become like the spearhead for the multiversal stuff.
I actually do think the writing in WandaVision was probably the best. Possibly.
Matt Shankman, that's his name. But yeah.
Before we go on to more Marvel properties, I wanted to very quickly brush over all the more Disney-related stuff that was announced.
I have one more thing for the MCU, though.
Okay, go on.
Tim Blake Nielsen, who is from The Incredible Hulk, is returning as the leader in Captain America: New World Order.
Ooh, interesting.
So we've got all of the original, like, Incredible Hulk cast, basically, except for, like, Liv Tyler, his love interest, are returning to the MCU. So we've had General Ross, we've now got the Abomination, now we're getting Tim Blake Nielsen as the leader, like the big brainy dude, which will be interesting.
Yeah, and
that's an interesting pairing for Captain America to go up against the smart, like, genetically mutated guy, not the Hulk.
It'd be interesting to see what happens. I'm not too hopeful on Captain America 4.
Because you're racist, yes?
No, because I think a lot of other people are racist.
What's that got to do with the quality of it?
Oh, no, I mean, I don't think it will do well.
No, it'll do well.
I mean, it might do.
Black Panther did well.
That's true. That is true.
Speaking of Black Panther, we got Black Panther stuff. It was just Black Panther stuff, like people talking about Black Panther.
Yes, that is true.
I don't think there was anything more.
There was a bunch of like literal other things in certain places. For example, Ironheart got a new logo and exclusive preview.
Yeah, a lot of it's like previews that the general public haven't seen yet, so we're kind of stuffed. So we'll probably talk about it next week if any of it comes out, because I think they'll be burning through it relatively slowly. I think it's just like sneak peeks, previews, giving people like tastes. We'll cover it if any of it comes out next week. It came out like last night, and today, and stuff still may be revealed later on.
There was some stuff revealed about the Marvels I want to talk about. Apparently, it will start right after the Ms. Marvel's post-credit scene.
Oh, cool. So Captain Marvel is just going to go smash through the ceiling and then fly back to wherever she was.
Possibly. Goose the cat is also going to return.
Yay.
Apparently,
that means she just kept that cat, which was on Earth. So
apparently the premise is it focuses on the 3 superheroines who are...
Superheroines?
Heroines?
Heroines.
Heroines. That's the one.
Heroine. It's heroin. They all take heroin.
Thank you. I still can't read words.
Heroin.
It's still difficult. It focuses on the 3 heroines who are switched every time they use their powers, and they must team up to solve their problem.
What?
Yeah.
Well, that's going to be interesting.
Yeah, what's her name?
Which one?
Photon.
Brie Larson? Oh, Maria Rambeau?
That's the one.
Monica Rambeau?
Monica Rambeau. I think that's right. I know it's Rambeau. Yeah, so those 3, Rambeau, Ms. Marvel, and Captain Marvel, they're all going to be switching places.
Cool.
Which is
I'm sure a lot of Marvel fans would love if those characters got switched with new actors.
A lot of them probably want men because they're all sexist.
Yeah. But
anyway, yes. Other Disney announcements. There was a Peter Pan and Wendy, I think, film coming out.
Pinocchio dropped on Disney Plus and
true.
is absolutely terrible, apparently, because it's a soulless remake of a classic Disney movie.
The Lion King is getting a prequel for Mufasa.
Yeah, I think we spoke about that ages ago, but this is like, they got a sneak peek and it's like, oh yeah, look. And I'm like, okay. But this is the live action, like, quotation marks version. This isn't an animated special. This is Disney paying millions and millions of CGI artists bucks.
There's a Snow White reboot.
Live action, or?
I believe it's live action.
Great. How many live action Snow White movies do we have?
A lot.
Isn't there the Kristen Stewart ones with Chris Hemsworth, the like Huntsman one?
Yeah, you got the Huntsman ones as well, yeah. But yeah, they're making another one.
That's great. We got the Little Mermaid trailer. Where I think the one shot of like Ariel like face on doesn't look like she's underwater at all. It's just her hair moving, but there's like no filter for the water. She can sing. I can give her that. I think a lot of people said it looked like garbage. I thought it looked alright. Like it didn't look terrible, like the settings and stuff. But I was just like, okay, it's fine. It is what it is. I don't think I'll watch it because I didn't really care about The Little Mermaid when I originally saw it. So.
No, I've never seen the original, so I have no plan on watching this. Inside Out 2 got confirmed. It's been detailed for a while, and they confirmed it is going to be about, I can't remember the girl's name, but her as a teenager.
Riley? Is it Riley?
Riley sounds familiar. It might be Riley.
It's something R. I'm pretty sure it's something.
I think it is Riley.
Inside Out 20.
And as we were saying, the mind of a teenager, that could be controversial.
Yeah, Riley. Riley. Yeah, the character's name is Riley.
Would you agree?
Well, I was saying if Disney wants to do it accurately, they're going to just have sex constantly on the brain because that's a child. That's a teenager's like mindset.
Yeah, that is true.
It's going to be suicidal thoughts, horny, and hungry.
Yeah, and pain because growing pains as well.
Yes, especially for
and anxiety and all the other ones.
Yeah, it's going to be very dark. I hope they go really dark with it.
They probably will. They went pretty dark last
time.
They
won't. No, they didn't. That movie was full of fun.
Really?
Yeah. Remember when
the little... just completely sad?
This kid was sad because their parents moved house. That was it. Bleh. And none of the kids liked them. But then they got happy again. It's all positive. Because they learned to deal with their emotions.
It's definitely going to be about social media. I can guarantee it.
Oh, God. I forgot about that.
What? The social media is a thing?
Yeah. I forgot she's on her phone, I'm pretty sure. And I like, oh God, no. You know that bit where the pop star was in her head and they had like the boyfriend factory or whatever it was. And it was like this dumbass, like, that's going to be like extremed. That's going to be it to the extreme.
Yeah, maybe.
I don't remember that movie well enough. No. I watched it and it just blitzed over my head. I was like, okay, this is cool. 'Tis a movie.
Pixar has got a new movie called Elio.
Yeah.
Which is about...
Is that the one with the elements like can't touch and it's a love story or something? Or is that the Disney one?
It's about outer space.
Okay, so no, it's not that. I think the Disney one is what I'm thinking of, where like a water chick, fire chick and a water chick.
I think that's Elemental.
Yeah, that's the Pixar thing. That's the
Disney thing? That's another Pixar one. Elemental.
Yeah, but yeah, the yellow one is space aliens.
Yes, space aliens.
Do aliens have emotions? As every Pixar movie is about, does something have an emotion? Does a toy have an emotion? Does a monster have emotions? Does cars have emotions?
There is a Pixar series called Win or Lose.
Right. What's that about, Dan?
Well, apparently it's a long-form TV series, whatever that means.
So 24 episodes.
I'm not too sure, but apparently it's about a softball team and apparently... What? Yeah, it's about a softball team, essentially. That's it.
Right. Okay.
Fascinating. To do with being part of a championship game, and yeah, that's it.
They got a new Haunted Mansion movie trailer, apparently, for the Haunted Mansion movie, which is, I think, Disney's attempt at maybe doing another Pirates of the Caribbean, because that's just based on a ride.
Isn't Haunted Mansion already a thing?
Yeah, it's a ride at Disney World.
No, it's already a film, I swear.
Yeah, I'm sure they've done multiple, but, like, this is the new one.
Yeah, who's in the original? Yeah, 2003. I thought it was Eddie Murphy. Is it Eddie Murphy?
Maybe, I don't know.
It is Eddie Murphy.
There you go, Dan.
Yeah, he did that. Apparently it was terrible, but I think
I'm sure it was. Let's switch to Star Wars.
Hang on. There's still more to go yet.
Oh my god. Oh, Loki 2 got confirmed as well.
What did you say?
Loki 2 got some stuff.
Yeah. You got Kugali's Iwaju.
What?
I think it's Kugali's Iwaju. I'm probably butchering that name, but that's what it looks like to me. Apparently it's about a dystopian Nigeria.
Where's this on this announcement? Yeah,
it's about futuristic Nigeria. At least that's
right. Yeah.
Which looks kind of interesting. Almost like a Black Panther in a way.
Yeah, it's got a little weird lizard thing.
Yeah, it's like a futuristic African state, isn't it? So kind of like Black Panther, I suppose.
Yeah. I don't think they'll be cut off from the rest of the world, but hey, look.
No. It won't be quite the same, but I get similar vibes from it.
I don't think it will do well.
I don't know. Maybe it will. You got Zootopia Plus?
Wait, what's Zootopia Plus?
Well, you know Zootopia. Well, it's now called Zootopia Plus.
Oh, cool.
Apparently, it is a TV series, and it will premiere in November.
Nice. I won't watch it because I haven't watched any. I haven't watched a lot of the Disney movies that have come out. I think I've only really watched the Pixar stuff, but even then I've kind of jumped around and skipped some. I still haven't seen Lightyear, even though it's on Disney Plus and I can watch it whenever.
Yeah, I've not watched that either. You've also got Strange World.
And
I'm not too sure what this is. Apparently it's an action comedy. I think it is a TV series. No, it's a film. It's a film. But apparently it's still coming out November on Disney Plus.
Okay.
Hocus Pocus 2 got another trailer. Disenchanted, which is a sequel to the Enchanted movie.
Again, not watched the first one. So.
No. But apparently Disenchanted is coming out this year, also in November.
Okay.
Disney just have a lot of things coming out in November. And that's it, because you were talking about the rest. So yeah, Star Wars now.
Yes, I need to find it because the one I actually found. Yeah, so we got Mandalorian Season 3 trailer.
Yeah, well, that has actually been shown to the public?
Yeah.
Okay, I missed that.
I will post it in the chat now. There you go. It's this one. This one.
Thank you.
The one that says Star Wars. But yeah, it's just basically a recap of what's happened, and then it's kind of like showing Din Djarin going to fight wars and shit like that. And everyone's favorite character, that annoying lady who babysits Grogu from time to time, is back. So, hell yeah. Love it. We got trailers for animated stuff. The Ahsoka TV series one-off thing, I think? Something like that. Something.
Didn't we get something for Andor as well?
We got like for Disney Plus Day, I think they gave like a sneak peek trailer thing for Disney Plus Day. Yeah, I don't know. I didn't watch it because I don't know. I'm gonna go in pretty much blind on that, I think.
Or for Andor.
Yeah, I don't know why. We got more stuff for the Bad Batch. We got a trailer for Tales of the Jedi where we get to see like Count Dooku, young Count Dooku, before Count Dooku goes evil.
Right. Okay.
They got like, they didn't reveal anything for the standalone Ahsoka series, like live action thing. The audience also got a look at Jude Law's new Star Wars series Skeleton Crew, where it's set in the High Republic, directed by Spider-Man's John Watts. I mean, that's mostly all the Star Wars stuff. Like, it was just kind of like sneak peeks at stuff. The main thing was The Mandalorian Season 3. And a lot of just like animated shows and stuff like that. Then you got some Indiana Jones footage, I think, for people, which hasn't been released yet. You got a trailer for the new Willow TV series. More stuff on Avatar's The Way of Water was shown.
I know you're so excited for that film.
It's fine. I don't know. My brain's going one of two ways with that. I'm just like, it might be good. I'll go in with an open heart.
Really? You're going in with an open mind? That surprises me.
Yeah, I'll try. But yeah, let's switch from Disney to DC.
Yes,
and
okay.
Warner Brothers. So this is all this is all the past stuff that we have missed.
Yes, we'll run through this quickly because there's a lot here and we want to keep this short. HBO Max is removing a lot of titles due to the merger, correct?
Yep. For the Warner Brothers Discovery merger, they've basically stripped... And they've so since this article that we have here came out, they've stripped more, and they're continuing to strip more, and people aren't happy. It's basically destroying the company inside out, which is fun. Yeah. Then it's pretty much just bad.
Yeah.
I've just seen countless like people on Twitter just who have worked on projects just basically going, yep, Disney, Warner and Discovery have just axed the show that I've been working on for like 5 years, 3 years, 2 years, stuff like that. And it's just like, oh, well,
it must be very demoralizing.
Yeah, something you've worked on and put all that effort into, like mostly animated stuff, which is bad because animation can be some of the best stuff that they.
Although
can do.
I think Harley Quinn is still safe. Am I correct?
Harley Quinn, I think, is still safe because I think they're doubling down on the DC stuff despite canceling.
Yeah.
I think also some of the stuff for the Batgirl leaked.
Right.
So like a trailer or something like that has leaked. Because I saw clips from it, but it was an edit where the villain turned out at the end to be Warner Brothers, like canceling the show. But it had like clips of Brendan Fraser's villain. It had Michael Keaton. It had the Batgirl actress in it, stuff like that. So I think some stuff's leaked on that. So I think they're maybe trying to do that. Yeah, and then the CW. This was just a random thing that the CW's target audience is 58.
Yeah. Well, that's the most common viewer age, the average.
Yeah, and we discussed last time before the footage got corrupted that I suspect that's because kids and teenagers hike off their parents. And their parents are the ones who do
I suggested it's probably because younger people don't really watch TV. They tend to just watch Netflix or Prime or Disney.
So we just think that the only reason that's there is because it's like fudged to numbers, basically. But it also was because the CW is basically pivoting most of its content to direct it to 58-plus-year-olds.
Yeah.
Which is why you're seeing a lot of cancellations of like shows for younger audiences. Which makes no sense if you want to get those audiences in. But then
why would you want to just limit your stuff to older audiences?
Because once they die, like the Queen did, then you lose your audience.
Yes. Sympathy.
Also, the Queen died.
Yeah, that happened. Very sad.
We don't normally cover death. I think I stopped it because I was just like, I feel dodgy talking about it, but I don't care about the Queen's death at all. I get a bank holiday, and that's good.
And yet you're going to watch a funeral on your bank holiday?
No, fuck no. Why would I do that? I didn't watch the fucking royal wedding.
I think I did. I
don't watch TV. It'll be on normal. If it comes on Disney Plus, and it forces every single thing off Disney Plus, Netflix, or Amazon, and it's the only thing that you can watch, then I'll probably or YouTube, then I'll have to watch it. If somehow the royal family has the power to force every single streaming service to play the royal funeral, then yeah, I'll watch it.
Do you find it a bit weird saying King Charles?
No, I just don't say it.
Okay.
It doesn't come up enough in conversation for me to talk about the Queen or the King. I look forward to all our money having to change, and then him dying, and then it having to change again.
Yeah, they might as well put William's face on it now.
They might as well just not put the royal family's face on our money, and then we don't have to deal with it.
That is a valid argument, I suppose.
Just leave it as the Queen.
Or do that. That's what I say. Just leave it as that. But at least wait until we're no longer in a recession.
Yeah. Also, maybe we don't spend all this money on the Queen's funeral whilst everyone's going into recession and can't afford to live.
Although, to be fair, there is now an energy price cap for next 2 years.
Yay.
It won't go up any higher.
They say.
Well, do you know how much government's spending on this price cap?
No, how much?
Okay, well, first of all, I'll release the details. So the average household bill will be £2,500 a year.
Yes. I saw that. Yeah, I got read about that.
Yeah, it's going to cost the government £150 billion.
Just take it from the Queen's funeral fund.
The Queen doesn't have that much money. No one has that much money. I don't know where that money is coming from.
Foreign markets, where Liz Truss is going over to sell pork to the what country? Fuck, I don't remember what country she said when she did that stupid press interview. think it was China. Anyway, Ezra Miller's been shit.
Yeah, Ezra Miller has now
seeking
confessed.
treatment.
Yeah, he's now seeking treatment for mental health issues. I think this is partly due to what Warner Brothers said. They said if he comes forward and seeks help, then they might actually release the Flash,
which they really want because they can't afford to not have it, because it's basically the linchpin to resetting the DCEU, which they really want.
Yeah, because they don't like Zack Snyder anymore.
Yeah. Also, yeah, I saw footage. That's what it was. There was footage of the Flash in the Batgirl trailer. So
right.
I feel like that also, because it's Michael Keaton's Batman and Batgirl, so I think it was Ezra Miller's Flash maybe fucks up that timeline as well. But yeah, we'll never get to see that movie unless it leaks online.
And talking about cancelling, Netflix cancelled the Resident Evil series after one season.
Yep, which once again is it's a weird thing for Netflix to do, because I always find that they should just give stuff a chance to actually grow an audience, but this one seemed bad, so it's kind of like but some people might have liked it, I guess, because Netflix
did like it. I spoke to people before who liked the show.
Yeah, I just don't think Resident Evil fans liked it, but I feel like these are just meant to bring people who aren't Resident Evil fans in, and then they maybe go play the games. I don't know if it works the other way around. But yeah, I always I just find it funny when Netflix cancels stuff after one season, but keeps absolute garbage on their thing for continuous seasons, like that stupid fucking animated show, Big Mouth.
Do you not like Big Mouth?
Yeah, the fucking most disgusting animation ever.
To be fair, I actually prefer their knockoff show to the original show.
I don't know what any of them is. They all look.
They've got a knockoff on same animation style, but it's more interesting.
It still looks absolute garbage. Like, they all just look garbage. I hate that animation style. Like, it's so lazy, but it's so ugly at the same time. And it's so gross. And it doesn't look funny at all. Like,
well, there's spin-off shows called Human Resources, and instead of focusing on the children, it focuses on the monsters.
It still looks fucking garbage, probably.
It's somewhat entertaining.
It's not enough to justify its existence.
Probably not. Embracer Group has entered into an agreement to acquire the IP rights for The Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit literary works by George R.R. Tolkien.
Yep. Not J.R.R. Martin.
That's G.R.R. Martin.
Yeah. But if you pronounce it GIF or GIF.
Wow, yeah.
If we're doing that, if we're doing that debate.
What do you say? You say GIF, right?
I say GIF.
Yeah. Do you know? But I think GIF?
I know some people who have said GIF.
Apparently, but I think the guy supposed to be GIF.
But yeah, the guy who created it. Yeah, the guy who created it said it's pronounced GIF, but that's stupid, and you're wrong.
Yeah, the whole internet just went, "No, you're an idiot."
But people do debate it, and they're wrong.
It's GIF
because you don't say GIF, Raf.
But I think it stems from how do you spell Jeff?
Also, it's isn't it because it's an acronym of something, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
So it's G because it's generic image something or something like that. Generic image or something like that.
It doesn't matter.
Generic image function, I think it is. Hang on. GIF acronym. Graphics interchange format. There we go. So it should be GIF because G for graphic. There, we've solved the debate. But someone will still comment.
Probably.
But yeah, it's just weird that the Lord of the Rings IP is going up to sale, and we'll probably get a new trilogy at some point.
Probably. Also, Bioshock movie has got the Hunger Games director Francis Lawrence to direct it.
Yeah, I like Bioshock. It's my third favorite franchise for gaming, so I'm quite interested in this. I don't know how they'll do. I'm not as opposed to them doing as I am The Last of Us. But hey, look, we'll see. I think the worlds could be cool.
Yeah. So let's go quickly on to OSO Meta, as we did cover this 2 weeks ago. But Mark Zuckerberg had posted a cursed selfie about the metaverse, and people outcried and how bad it looked, and Mark Zuckerberg had to come out and say, no, don't worry, the metaverse won't look as bad as this.
There was also a post where I think people put the Twin Towers in the background.
Oh dear.
And people thought it was real, and Meta had to comment, no, this isn't real. Mark Zuckerberg did not post about 9/11, which we are recording on.
That is true. Yeah. Also, in the photo, it was just a picture of a sort of a me character in a
worse
green...
than that. It looked worse.
It looked worse than me character in a green field with a bad Statue of Liberty and a bad Sagrada Familia.
What is the Eiffel Tower?
What did I say?
Statue of Liberty.
I did say that. It's Eiffel Tower.
Yeah.
It's the other one. They're both French.
Yeah, that's why.
I'm pretty sure Statue of Liberty was made in France.
Yeah, I know. I know it was made by the French. Yeah, it was given to them by the French as like a celebration of their independence. I think, wasn't it?
I think so, something like that.
Yeah, bloody French giving the fucking Americans a gift.
But at least it said Sagrada. Well, I think I've said it right, but it is the Sagrada Familia, which I've been to. I went to there last week.
Nice, well done.
And I can tell you, it looks a lot better than it looks in that photo.
I'm not surprised. Like, I think I said it looked like those stacking cone things, that like those triangles where you have like multicolored triangles and it's just like rings.
Yeah.
Don't know how to describe it. If we did video, I'd find the image, but like we don't do video yet.
Not yet. So let's move on to, we lost the controller of the Newser. There's a bunch of stuff we announced 2 weeks ago that got corrupted, so let's run through that quickly.
Yep.
Steam Deck 2 is coming.
Supposedly based on a booklet from Valve.
Yep, there was an...
I might, if it's decent, I might get it.
I'm sure you will. You love wasting your money.
No, I bought a good phone and I love it.
Yeah.
I actually do love this phone. The Fold 2, like Fold 4 is just the best fucking thing I've had ever. Like, I use it so much. I'm so much more trapped into the world of using your phone.
See, I don't want to be using my phone anymore. I want to stop using it.
No, I'm consumed. Playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Cross Duels on it is a lot of fun because it's a big screen. Playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links on it is a lot of fun. Playing any kind of game on it just gives you a huge advantage. Trying to read comics and stuff on it is great because you get a big screen. You're not reading tiny little writing. Watching YouTube videos great because you can make the screen big. It's all good. Everything's so much better on a big screen. And it can fold down into your pocket.
Okay.
Destiny 2
had a collaboration with Fortnite and...
Fall
Guys, thank you. In sort of an epic collaboration. So there were some Destiny 2 skins on the Fortnite platform and
the
on
Fall Guys,
which I don't think is out yet for Fall Guys. And there was
I don't know, I haven't played Fall Guys in years.
Fortnite skins on Destiny 2.
I haven't played Fall Guys since it launched, and there was that big like month-long hype, and then I never played it again because no one wanted to play it.
I like playing it. It's like a good, what's it called? In-between game.
Party game, yeah. It's just where you're like...
When you're fed up of all other games, you go to that one for a bit to cool off and then go back to the other ones.
Yeah, you go, hey, look, this game, I don't win a crown. I'm annoyed at this. I'm going to go play a game that I'm going to get more annoyed at.
Yes.
Fortnite, I haven't played since, I think, somewhere around the Spider-Man update.
I don't like it. There's too much going on.
But that's what the metaverse is going to be, Dan.
What, Fortnite?
Yeah, that's what Epic's trying to do. They're trying to make Fortnite the place to be for music events, like skins, character models. That's what the fucking metaverse is. It's just a place for people to socially meet up and do things. And Fortnite is that. It's people can get all the costumes of their characters that they like. They have concerts. You can watch movies. They did movies. They've done historical events. Remember the Martin Luther King one, which I think they brought back?
Wait, you also did like Ariana Grande concert on that.
Yeah, they did a Travis Scott concert. I think Lady Gaga is rumored to be the next big one that they're going to do.
It's ridiculous.
The Martin Luther King thing is funny because they had people throwing tomatoes and stuff and doing emotes and doing like the dances on his like more like the thing that they had in front. So they had to ban all of that and quickly patch it so that people couldn't do that. And then they've brought it back this year, I think.
Okay, moving on. There are reports that refute rumors of Amazon buying Electronic Arts.
Yep. Well, there was basically rumors that... Basically, it got rumored that Amazon was going to buy Electronic Arts on like a Wednesday 2 weeks ago or something like that. And then every fucking news site had to go, nope, that's not true. At least not today.
I'm sure Amazon will buy a game studio.
Oh, yeah.
They'll buy Microsoft.
No, they won't. They can't buy Microsoft.
No. They'll buy Sony, though.
They could buy Sony. I would prefer Google to buy Sony. Because I've stated that Google is the one that I would like Sony to be bought by, because if Sony is bought by Google, then the VR and the streaming side is covered for Sony. Whereas with Amazon, it's not.
I suppose, yeah.
The only thing they'd get is the movie division, but that would be about it. That's the only reason I think Amazon would buy it if they did buy it, because they get the movies as well, if they bought all of Sony.
Twitch will now let partners stream on YouTube and Facebook.
Which is good for me if I ever get partnered with Twitch.
Got a long way to go yet, but
Hell yeah, fuck me. I'm fucking miles away, but I've been streaming. People have been chatting.
Yeah, I've given up. I'm probably never going to stream my life, but,
You will. We'll force you.
No, I've got too much stuff to do. I'm too busy.
That's why you just sit. You were playing Rocket League. You've been streaming it.
I definitely could have been. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, just when you get on it. That's what I'm doing. That's just if I'm started playing a game, I'm just streaming it now. I don't care if it's that entertaining. I'm just sitting down and I'm streaming it. I'm just chatting. That's all I'm doing. Yeah, there was rumored to be an Ironman game by the Just Cause developers, which got cancelled after 2 years, which sucks because I would have loved to play an Ironman game early on in like the early 2000s.
Yeah, imagine you would have.
I would have. We had a modding website take a stance against anti-LGBTQ content in the new Spider-Man game.
Yes, people
not new Spider-Man game, the old Spider-Man game that got remastered, put on PC, ported.
Yeah, people are trying to remove the LGBTQ flags, right?
And put the American flag.
Yeah, and then the modding website said, no, this is messed up. You can't do this. We'll just remove this.
Yeah, I've seen people play as Kermit in Spider-Man.
There is so many funny mods. Honestly, instantly, there was just so many good mods.
Yeah. But yeah, it's good that modding website took a stance because like there's no need for that. It's not to like improve the game in any way. It's just hateful.
Yeah.
Like we were saying last time when we recorded this and then it got corrupted. We were like, unless the LGBTQ flags were like hindering performance, there's no reason to remove them from the game.
Like, yes, unless I don't think that was the case.
Yeah, unless somehow they found out that the LGBTQ flags were like making it so it couldn't go past 10 frames per second, and then putting the American flag gave you like 120 or 60 frames per second.
Yeah, once again, not the case. There was another game announced called Squirrel with a Gun.
Yep, which is exactly what it is. It's a squirrel with a gun and you rob people.
Yep, you run around as a squirrel and you hold a gun and kill people and rob them.
Yeah.
We all want to play it.
I want to play it. I might stream it.
You'll stream everything.
And then some new stuff.
Yes, Arcane has won an Emmy for Outstanding Animated Program.
Which fucking fair right. Yep, fucking damn right it should have. I put this in the gaming because I forgot that I saw League of Legends and I forgot that it was the animated show. So I was like, oh yeah, we should put that in the... But yeah, no, fucking great. It was up against The Simpsons and like Family Guy and other fucking
honestly,
worse.
I had no competition. It had to be this one.
Yeah, like if it lost, I would have just given up on the Emmys and then been like, no, this is not worth it. And then Splitgate is ending feature development so the devs can focus on a new shooter in the same universe.
Yes, however, the game's still going to be online. They're just not making any new updates.
Yeah, they basically realized that they're basically putting all the money that they're getting into fixing and like tuning up and just running the thing, so they can't actually like put any time into making new stuff. So they've just decided, well, they want to do a new game in that universe and actually make it like worth people's time. Because I like that game. Like when I played that game was fun as hell. It's just it was a bit clunky and I didn't like any of the skins because they were all like really badly rendered.
Yeah, and I wasn't a too big fan of the actual graphics of the game.
No, they didn't look great. Like any of the skins, like I was just like, oh, they're just like one shade basically.
Yeah, it wasn't great. And a lot of the map design, they weren't very good architecturally.
Yeah,
is that a word?
That's a word. That's a word.
Is that a word?
Well, architecturally is probably a word.
There's probably a better way of saying that. They could have had a better architecture.
Aesthetic? No.
Yes, they're not very aesthetically pleasing. That's what I'm trying to say.
Right. Fair enough.
There you go.
Yeah, I enjoyed the game. The gameplay was fun. I just felt like all the guns kind of felt the same a bit. They didn't, and also there were some really stupid things with the like lag and stuff. But I haven't played it since like the very beginning. But it was fun. I did enjoy it.
Architecturally is a word. That's amazing.
I told you.
I didn't believe you.
Well, you should always believe me. I'm great.
Before we go on to the Disney stuff, let's just cover Sony. Sony may be working on a PlayStation PC games launcher.
Yep. So once again, PC players will have to have yet another extension to play games.
Yep. I'm sure Destiny 2 will go on that, and then you got to buy Destiny 2 DLCs again.
Yeah.
There needs to be a better system for Destiny 2 licenses. You can't just have them. It's so stupid.
That's one of the reasons I don't like going on to PC, because I don't have all the DLCs. Like, I can't just transfer my DLCs over.
Yeah, honestly. So the dungeon key, though, they did a good system for that. The dungeon key works across all systems. It's not a license. It's like a season pass, but...
Also, the thing is, if you have your accounts linked, then yeah, it should transfer over. But like, if you don't have it linked, it shouldn't transfer over.
Yeah, like, I don't understand it.
I have my Destiny account linked to PC, Epic, Xbox, PlayStation, Google Stadia, and like, I only have the DLCs on 2 accounts.
Yeah,
actually, no.
Fair, yeah.
3 accounts because like, but I can't. I only have certain DLCs on certain accounts. I have I have every DLC on the PlayStation. I have up to just before Beyond Light on PC, and then I have the 30th anniversary edition on Epic.
Yeah, it's a mess.
And then also
VR2 gets an early 2023 release window.
Yep, saving up for that maybe.
Yeah, and also you no longer need the camera because the camera is built into the headset, so it'll be a lot better tracking. I find the most annoying thing on the current VR is when you're using that Move controllers and then they just start drifting off into the distance.
Yeah, you've got the mapping of the room, so it will actually map your room rather than just like trying to find the cameras, so you'll actually be able to like see where your chair is or whatever it is in the room when you're playing, so you won't walk into it.
Yeah.
You'll be also be able to switch to like front camera, so you'll be actually able to see without taking the headset off. It looks good. I'm generally looking forward to it. 1 cable, sick. Maybe we'll get like a little extension where you can have it like wirelessly send it to the PlayStation, like the HTC Vive.
Maybe. That's kind of difficult.
Oh yeah, no, I know, but like, I'm sure a third party might try it.
Possibly. You'd have to have a battery pack and everything as well to go with it.
Yeah, that's not an issue.
And because it's 4K, 120 hertz, it says that. I don't think that's true.
We'll see. Depend on the game, I imagine. If it's like a low-textured game, it'll probably run at 4K.
And then to cap off Sony has hiked the price of the PS5 in Europe, Japan, and other places as well.
Not America.
But not America.
Good old America doesn't get fucked over. But I already have a PS5. You already have a PS5. It's just everyone else that doesn't have a PS5.
Yeah, well, I haven't played my PS5 for a while, so...
I played it today, because I paid 70 quid for a remake of a game that I played multiple times.
I saw you did.
But I'll get onto it.
And, yeah, so let's talk about Disney now, because Disney has, part of the D23 Expo, announced their game division and stuff.
Well, this was before. This was like 2 days before.
Oh, was it before, was it?
Yeah, this was Friday? This was, yeah, Friday or Thursday. This was just like before. We're getting a new Tron game, which is like a visual novel style game, which looks pretty cool. We're getting a Black Panther and Captain America game, which is...
That's so bizarre.
It's a weird team up, but it's like, it makes sense. But it's also by... Well, yeah, it's like set in World War II, which it looks cool. Set in like Paris, World War II, I think.
Yeah, I was going to say, I don't think these... if you say, right, name a team up in 1942, I would not go for Black Panther and Captain America.
Oh, it's also weird that you've got like one random Howling Commando. Because it's like, you get Gabriel Jones, a US soldier who is part of the Howling Commandos. And then you get of like a Dora Milaje person. And then it's like a 4-person game. But it's also going to be made by the Amy Hennig, who was the former creative director of the Uncharted series. So it looks it's in capable hands because the Uncharted games are good. So I imagine it's going to be third person, which puts me off a bit because I'm not a big fan of third person.
I like third person games.
I just can't aim for shit in a third person game.
Have you done the what's it called, Guardians of the Galaxy?
No, not yet. I will. I'm going to stream it.
You don't have to worry about that aiming because it has aim lock on it.
Great.
Why are you sarcastic about that?
Well, that's just cheating.
It's not that cheating.
No,
it's not
fine.
cheating as I think.
It'll be fine. I'll play it eventually and I'll probably enjoy it. But yeah, The Last of Us Part 1, which I've been playing, but we'll get to it. I like the shooting, but I'm terrible at it, so...
Okay, yeah. Disney is partnering with Niantic
to make
a Pokemon Go ripoff.
Well, Niantic made Pokemon Go, so they're ripping off their own thing, but it's going to have Marvel characters. And I want to know if it's going to be a Pokemon style catch 'em. So you got to catch all the superheroes. And then you get... Because that's what I'm like. If this is going to be like Pokemon Go, are we going to just throw Pokeballs at like Captain America and Iron Man on the street? Because it's not. It's going to be like a try-and... Because it's probably more going to be like their other game, Ingress or something, where you're just trying to capture zones, maybe. I don't know how this is going to work.
According to this article, you will become your own superhero and you will patrol your own neighborhood to keep it safe from interdimensional threats.
I don't know. I'll give it a go. I don't know how.
Because I think I've got more to do in my life than walk around on my phone.
But you said you just wanted to get out and do more stuff, and now you can do that with your phone attached to you.
That's not what I mean by getting out and doing more stuff.
Remember in 2016, July 2016, Dan, when Pokemon Go launched, and the world went absolutely crazy for it, and everyone did so much stuff. Cops would stop letting criminals go because they wanted to catch Pokemon in parks.
Do you remember Hillary Clinton around the same time
saying Pokemon go to the polls?
Yeah.
Remember people getting kidnapped because kids were just walking off without parents?
Well, now it'll be the same with Marvel.
Yeah, but they're superheroes and they're going to try and stop crime in the real world. Like, imagine if I had a crime detection thing for the real world and kids were, like, trying to fucking fight people with knives in London. Because it was, like, I'm going to shoot you with my Iron Man blaster. Pew, 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 pew. Just get stabbed in the face by an actual criminal.
Marvel's Midnight Suns get a December release date.
Yeah, that's one of those ones that got kind of pushed back a bit. There's a card game for mobile called Marvel Snap, which I have pre-registered to have it download when it comes out, because it looks kind of fun. It's just like it's got like every Marvel character ever in it, and it looks fun. And then you also got some stuff about Return to Monkey Island. But yeah, it was kind of like the biggest thing was probably the Captain America Black Panther game for like us. But there was no like new news on Spider-Man 2, because I actually watched it live when it happened. It was quite quick. Really? Like, it's only 23 minutes long. And they have at the end like a mashup of, I think there was more news about Avatar, that Avatar game. There's a new mobile game as well coming for Avatar. But they had like a clip show at the end showing all the projects that they got, and there was some new stuff with like Spider-Man 2 and like maybe a brief glimpse of that Wolverine game maybe, but like nothing else. They kind of show off what they have. Oh, also there's a Mickey Mouse racing game.
Oh, okay.
Like a fucking
like Super Mario.
Yeah, Super Mario Kart, that's the one. Mario Kart knockoff, where like Mickey Mouse versus Captain Jack Sparrow and Sully from Monsters Inc. and Minnie Mouse. Those were the characters in the trailers, and I was like, Disney's still promoting like Captain Jack Sparrow? I guess they could do it now because Johnny Depp's kind of cleared.
Yeah, I think they won him for Pirates 6, but he said no.
Well, I think he only said it because Disney kind of just booted him once all the allegations, and then once the allegations started going more his way, they were like, oh shit, we fucked up because the fans are angry.
Yeah. So I don't know what's happening with Pirates 6 now.
But if they give him all those llamas that he wants, or whatever it was, alpacas or something. What was it he wanted?
I don't remember. I do not know.
It was like 1,000,000 of something, or like 1,000 of something, like 1,000 alpacas or something. If Disney just gives him them, he'll come back. But that was the Marvel Disney showcase. There's also, I think, a Disney addition to a new game where like there's villains or something. It's like an update to an existing game. I kind of zoned out for all of the Disney like kid stuff. I was just like, okay, cool. And then let's move on to the next segment, Dan.
Yes, going into the Weird, Wacky, Wonderful. This is no new news, but what we missed or got corrupted last time we tried to record. The Capitol drops an AI rapper, FN Mecca, following backlash.
Yep, because it was a bunch of white and Asian dudes making a black rapper who kept saying the N-word, and it seemed weird that they made a AI do that. Also,
yeah,
it was...
Although I would say there's a few rap songs that do have N-words.
Yes, but they're not made by white people.
That is true. They're not by white people.
And it was also, they had a weird Instagram post where it was like the rapper was in prison and being beaten by a white policeman, and it was trying to get on like the Black Lives protest of police brutality thing, but it was it was all just weirdly set up, and it was like it's just a weird thing that happened in the world. Also, they promoted NFTs, and all of their stuff is just based on TikTok and stuff, and they only have like 3 songs.
Yeah.
But somehow they have like 10 million TikTok viewers, but it's because all of their TikToks, I think, are like just weird flexes of weird virtual shit. Like they have they have the Cybertruck, and it's wrapped in like a Gucci thing, but it's all virtual, so it's not real, so it's not like it's expensive at all. But they're flexing it like it's really expensive, and I'm just like, what the fuck is this garbage? But yeah, that was it. And it was because, yeah, people like actual black people were like, well, this is really racially insensitive, because they're basically a bunch of white people and Asian people are stealing our culture and racial stereotypes, basically, to promote an artist.
What's that called?
Huh?
What's that called when you take someone's culture?
Cultural appropriation.
That's it.
Yeah. But yeah, it was just a weird thing, and it was basically like a week after the big record labels signed to them. So yeah, that was a thing. And then speaking of debts and things from previously,
yes, the Biden-Harris administration has revealed a student debt relief plan amid all the financial crisis.
And a lot of people on the other side are very unhappy despite getting debt relief plan debts in the past.
Well, it's like I mentioned as well about earlier saying how the UK has now got this energy crisis relief plan, but where's all the money coming from?
Drugs. We're selling hardcore drugs.
Imagine that is what they're doing.
Well, I imagine it is.
Well, that's what they could do, to be fair. They could legalize marijuana by making it highly taxable.
That's what America did, and it worked out well for them. Like, I don't understand. Yeah, America like legalized it, and then
some states have.
Well, yeah, but every state that has like massive profits because of how much people like actually want to do it. Also, it makes it safer.
That's true. I've argued this. It does make it safer.
Because people aren't cutting it to make it cheaper.
Yeah.
And people are like, governments are dumb. Like the war on drugs.
The UK does legalize it now for medicinal purposes.
Yeah.
Which is still good.
What about recreational, where you just want to sit on your chair and go, and then go, I'm going to eat some brownies because I'm hungry and I've got the munchies.
Yeah, I don't really see what's wrong with it. I mean, I don't see how it's that much different from alcohol.
Or cigarettes, which are worse.
Yeah, I'll say cigarettes are worse for your health anyway, so...
But we can tax them. But you could also tax marijuana.
Yeah.
You could also tax heroin, but make it safer.
Don't knock it. Now that one should not be legalized.
What state was it that accidentally legalized all hardcore drugs for like a day?
I remember that happening. I don't remember.
I think it was like Oregon or something in America.
Yeah.
Or like, yeah, one state accidentally legalized all of them for like things. Yeah, that was funny.
No, I think marijuana's fine to legalize, but the rest of them, no. It's the only one that's fine.
And then finally... Oh, yeah, it was just because so the reason that we were doing that was because of the stat thing. But yeah, it was just funny that the official, like, president of the United States, or the House of... whatever the fuck it is, the White House or whatever it was, just tweeting out basically how much relief a bunch of opposition had actually taken. Like, it was, like, in the millions and stuff like that. And it was just, like, all these... Like, every time someone who was on that, like, opposed to this new debt relief thing was basically just like, oh, yeah, this is how much you've had in debt relief. And it was, like, 1.6 million, 2 million, 800,000, stuff like that. More than most people who have student debt are actually going to have. And also, it's only, like, 10,000 per person. Like, it's not even that much. It's only just enough so that people can actually, like, get some actual relief. Like, it's not going to cripple them as much. Like, it's not all of their debts paid off. It's just a bit of money taken off so they can actually, like, save a bit more.
Well, it's... Who do you vote for in America? Do you vote for the incompetent party or the evil party?
Yeah. Also, Donald Trump got raided. I don't know if we've covered that.
I think we did cover that.
But yeah, since then, a lot of stuff's come out about it. And, like, he had a lot of very classified documents. Also... Yeah,
it's mental.
Like, all of the times that the people were like, oh, the FBI... shouldn't have raided him because they didn't give him any... Like, he'd been told, like, 3 times and kept holding information back. Because I think they went there once, in like January to get stuff back. And then they went, oh, this doesn't line up. We're still missing stuff. So we'll go back there and we'll ask him again to give us stuff. And then he gave them some stuff. And then they was like, nope, we still don't have everything. So we're going to give you an opportunity to return it. He didn't. So then they raided him to get it all back. But like, yeah, it's fucked.
Yeah, and then finally in the weird news, apparently the old laptop hard drives can be erased when exposed to Janet Jackson movies.
Music,
sorry.
Yeah. Basically, there's a note, like a frequency that apparently fries hard drives that are old. Kind of like the brown note for people where it makes you shit yourself. Stop smelling aftershave or whatever the fuck
I don't know what I'm doing, all right? I'm just... leave me alone, it's late.
No. It's weird. I just see you sniffing aftershave, and I'm like, what the fuck's this dude doing?
Just leave me alone.
No. The audience deserves to know that you're not putting your 100% attention into this.
I'm falling asleep. I'm trying my hardest.
Tough shit.
It's waking me up, all right?
Yeah, that's a weird way to wake up. That's like you snorting cocaine.
Maybe it is. Maybe it is. How do you know?
What are the smelling salts? They're meant to wake you up when you're like
bath salts and stuff.
Well, no, smelling salts. Like the really strong salts that you have for like when you're unconscious. They're apparently meant to wake you.
Maybe that's what this is. Maybe that's what it is. I don't know why I was sniffing it, to be honest with you.
You're a weird
I just had aftershave on my mind because I bought some new aftershave for my holiday.
Right. You still have your mustard up in your shelf, I see.
That's not mustard. It's just
it's not mustard, it's mayo. There we go.
Yeah, I get it right.
It's an M word. Anyway, Dan, let's move on to tech time and science shenanigans.
Yes, where NASA has captured actual sound in space.
Oh yeah, fuck, I need to get that up so I can actually play it. Dan,
well, last time you played it, it broke my audio track, so please don't do that again.
Nope, we're going to do it again. Dan, continue talking.
Okay, well, while you're talking...
Well, you refused to edit it in, so if you actually edited it in, I wouldn't have to do this.
It might break my audio again.
Okay, we'll do it at the end.
I do remember what broke my audio last time. So I was doing my little clip thing, and as I was doing that, it broke the audio.
Yes. Hang on, I got it. Hang on. Where is it? There it is. There you go. That's some noise.
It's good enough. It's good enough.
Yeah, if Dan hasn't edited it in, there you go. That's the noise. That's what space sounds like.
People think it's actual aliens communicating.
I think it's just space.
Yeah.
Dan, stop touching bottles.
I'm just fidgeting. You fidget a lot.
Buy a fidget cube. I
need to buy something fidget. I do need to buy a fidget toy. I will admit that, especially when doing podcasting, because I always fidget with something. I fidgeted a lot of things during this episode.
I wouldn't recommend a fidget cube for a podcast because I have a light switch attachment on it, and I'm just like clicking it every time because that's the most satisfying thing.
I've been fidgeting with keyboard pullers as well.
Nice.
That's what that is. If you didn't know what that is,
it's very fascinating, Dan.
Yeah, I keep doing this with it. I keep just rubbing my thumb against it and making it sort of vibrate.
Nice.
Yes. And talk about NASA. NASA has, they tried to launch Project Artemis with Artemis Rocket 1. However, it's failed not once but twice.
Oh, it failed again.
Yeah.
Oh, I haven't kept up with it. I only knew about the first fail.
Yeah, so it failed again this week, or maybe last week. Actually, now I think about it. But
that's sad.
So the same issue, I think, is a hydrogen leak.
Man, whoever's on the hydrogen stoppage leakage is bad at their job.
Yeah, so the next launch date attempt is going to be the 19th of September.
Nice.
So
Apple. Apple had its big event, and the iPhone 14 is the same as the iPhone 13.
No. It's the 14 is, but the 14 Pro. That's got some revolutionary new changes.
It's got an always-on display.
I know. Isn't that amazing? It's not like every Android has that.
It's got a cutout rather than a notch.
And you can change the font.
I will admit their SOS service is pretty cool.
Yes, and also, I know they call it the Dynamic Island, but it does look aesthetically pleasing, the software. I can't say it doesn't.
What software?
Their software, do you know they've got a cutout hole?
Yeah.
Well, they have it like sort of like it kind of shoot out bubbles to the side or something when you're doing phone calls, or it sort of everything expands from it. It kind of just looks cool, but it doesn't do anything. It looks just the same thing as everything else, but it just looks
Or nice. You could have an under-display camera where it don't need a notch.
I would say that is much better. I would much rather have an underplay camera, but it does look cool, the software.
I don't notice it at all. I can have everything open. The only one I have is on the front, and I don't notice it that much either, because I barely use the front.
They also revealed the Apple Watch Ultra,
which is like £800, something like that.
Yeah, and the only difference, I think, is it has the SOS service.
And it's bigger.
And it's a bigger.
Chunky boy. I think it's got also a thing where it's got very accurate tracking for if you're going somewhere, it can like give you a pinpoint accurate retrace of your steps.
Right.
Also, it can go to like really deep, I think. Like really deep underwater. I think it's like 60 feet or something like that.
I think there's a few other things announced in the Apple event, but if I'm honest, I don't really care.
No, it was just kind of like the same old. Steve Jobs' daughter posted a picture of a man who'd gotten the same shirt that he was wearing, like a striped shirt. And it was just like, oh, this is the gift that I got, and it's the same thing I'm wearing currently because it's the same product, basically, for the iPhone 13.
Actually, there is something I want to mention about Apple event, and it's about RCS. I don't know if you saw this.
No.
So, do you know what RCS is?
Remind me.
It's the new standard for SMS. I think it's called a Rich Communication Service or something.
Yes.
It's what Google Messages now use. Basically same as iMessages, but it works across all phones, and it's an open standard.
Oh, right.
And Apple, I think they said they don't want to put it in because they said their iPhone users don't want it.
Oh, there's another thing. In America, they're doing SIM-less.
Okay.
So you don't actually have a SIM card. It's all digital.
I mean, that makes sense. I think everything phone should be that.
But I was thinking, so they're getting rid of more ports. And
yeah.
I still believe that in 2024, Apple will announce that they're not doing a charging port. Just so they don't have to confirm with the EU's law of having USB-C.
Well, okay, I'll talk about something in a second as well. So go back to the RCS. Tim Cook said, or Apple said, they don't want to add RCS into iPhones because the Apple users don't want it. And then during the conference, they had like a Q&A panel. And then someone asked Tim Cook saying, when is RCS going to get iPhone? So when is iPhone going to get RCS? Because my mum has an Android, I have an iPhone, and it'd be really useful to communicate with her. And Tim Cook said, well, then buy her an iPhone. Classic answer.
I've been having a conversation with people because someone I know at work wants to get, well, like they have, I think, an iPhone or whatever, and they were like, this is so bad, but they were like, I'm gonna buy it, and I was just like, what? Buy any other phone, but like, dude, because I'm like, how boring is your phone if you're going to an iPhone? But it's like the ecosystem, and Apple makes it so fucking hard to leave that ecosystem.
That's true. They keep you in there as long as you can.
Yeah. Also, it was 50 meters that the watch can go up to.
Yeah. And talking about chargers, Brazil has banned the sale of the new iPhones unless they ship a charger in the box.
Nice.
So, yeah, Apple's in trouble again.
Was it 50? I'm trying to find it. Because that was just for the Apple Watch. The Apple Watch might be more.
Maybe. Other science news, a scientist has blasted atoms with the Fibonacci laser, which apparently makes an extra dimension of time.
Yes, which is cool.
Yeah, apparently this is something to do with quantum physics. It's a more theoretical thing. But it's sort of interesting. It's kind of like a quantum computer that they think they want to use because quantum computers, in theory, can be infinitely times faster than our current computers.
And hold more storage.
And hold more storage because it's no longer 1 or 0. It's everything in between.
Yeah. And soon we may be able to do it. Who knows?
Yes, but I think the trouble with quantum computers is reliability, that you can't reliably have between 1 or 0.
Yeah. Also, there's the thing with standard computers, isn't there, where like radio waves or whatever it is, or some wave through space?
Yes, you got it's called EMC, where electronics works from electric fields. When you connect a circuit, there's an electric field that goes around it. But when you got light or radio signals, those are made out of electric and magnetic signals. And when that hits the electric fields of a circuit, then it can distort the values and make all different weird things happen.
Yeah. There's an interesting YouTube video by like, I think, Veritasium on it.
Yes, yeah, we talked about how electricity works.
Yeah, well, how it affects like computers and how like things have been affected by it, and like it's really fucked up stuff.
Yeah, so in my industry, because I work on making electronic, you have to design it with the intent it's going to pass that test of being fired at loads of different EM waves.
Yeah.
So before you can actually sell it on the shelf, you have to prove it's going to be fine. And you have to prove it doesn't emit waves it's not supposed to.
Yes. And then last but not least, Twitter, Elon Musk, a supposed Twitter employee whistle blew that maybe Elon Musk's claimed about bots might be right. They basically came out and said that Twitter is lying about their bots, but it also happened after they got fired from Twitter. So it might just be Twitter, like an ex-Twitter employee being a bit butthurt. So
yeah,
we'll have to wait for the courts to decide. That's coming up, I think. It's coming up soon.
Yes.
That trial. But hey,
yeah, that's true. Who do you think will win?
I hope Twitter, because I just want to see Elon Musk have to pay $44 billion to Twitter.
I don't think you have to buy it, but you have to pay a fine.
I imagine that will be the case, but I think he should have to buy it and fucking tank his businesses. Because he's a fucking dumbass. Also, there was a hunger strike for like Tesla owners in the Netherlands or something, or Norway or something, because Tesla has really shit quality control on their cars. Like, there are so many people, like there are so many forums and stuff like that detail like all the things wrong with Teslas, and it's especially worse in colder climates because they're built in like California where it's constantly hot, and they just don't adapt them to cold climates.
No.
And it's a battery, and batteries don't really work on like in the cold.
Well,
they can. But, they can, but like
they
Tesla
work better in cold than they do hot.
Yeah, but they don't. It doesn't work because it just freezes up all the electronics and stuff like that. And they don't really have like any protocol. But yeah, a lot of Tesla owners were like complaining about that, and then they went, "Oh, we're going to make a hunger strike," and it kind of bit insensitive because hunger strikes are for imported things. Where like people have died for hunger strikes, and I think Ireland or something had a hunger strike, and 2 people died, and it actually changed the course of Ireland's history because like they actually achieved something with it. But these people were like, "Yeah, we're gonna do a hunger strike." Lasted like 1 day, and apparently most of them had snacks. So,
so it wasn't a hunger strike there at all.
No, but they were saying they were gonna have a hunger strike, and then they kind of throughout the day or whatever it was fucked it up and went, "Oh yeah, no, we only made it 1 day, but Elon Musk, we really want you to fix our cars because they don't work."
Fair enough. But that is it for the news. So let's quickly go on to recommend, do you recommend, don't. What have you done in the last 4 weeks? Please keep it brief that you would recommend.
I caved and I spent £70 on The Last of Us remake.
You disappoint me, sir.
I really wanted to play
You seem like a man that fails No Nut November.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever partaken in it. I'm just like, this is sad. I imagine I could do it. I might do it this year.
Might you?
No, not at all. Probably not. I'm getting laid constantly. That's why.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's why.
Yeah, sure.
It's not me jacking it. It's me jacking it in women. Woo!
I have nothing but belief in that statement you just said.
But yeah, no, I caved and spent 70 quid on that. But you can see me stream it because I was like, if I can get this to get any sort of like value out of it, it's a lot of fun. I love that game so much. I generally had a lot of fun. I have a lot of fun playing it. Yeah. What else have I done? Stuff. I've done stuff.
Well, while you're looking, I have finally watched The Sandman. I did enjoy it. We will be doing a review on it.
Yes. Lord of the Rings. I've been watching that. It's okay. I think it's still too clean. I don't think it looks as visually cool as the movies, but I'm enjoying it. It's not terrible. It sucks people are racist and they don't like that there's black people in it and women.
Yeah. It's so sad, isn't it, really?
And then on Disney Plus Day, they released Thor Ragnarok, the behind the scenes of Thor Ragnarok. So I watched the behind the scenes. And they also released the Obi-Wan behind the scenes, so I watched those. Did
they reveal the movie cut? Because that's what they should have revealed.
No, they basically just had like Ewan McGregor and Hayden Christensen talking about how much these mean to them.
Right.
Did I watch any movies? No, I still haven't watched any movies. Oh, I rewatched The Planet of the Apes, but that was about it. Yeah, that's what I've been up to.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
I also recommend Yu-Gi-Oh! Cross Duels. It's 4-person
Yu-Gi-Oh!
It's 4-person Yu-Gi-Oh! It's a lot of fun. It completely changes the rules of Yu-Gi-Oh! But I enjoy it anyway. I've won a couple times.
You've won a couple times?
Yeah. I'm really bad at it because my brain doesn't comprehend stuff well, so I have to kind of like it's also like you can lose within like the last 2 seconds. It's really annoying.
Yeah.
But no, I enjoy it. It's fun. But yeah, that's everything I think that I'd recommend. I don't know if there's anything I don't recommend. I don't recommend buying the iPhone 14.
I don't recommend. Well, nothing really. Well, actually, what I do recommend is going to Barcelona. It's a very good city, very pretty, a lot to do, lots of good food.
Maybe we'll do it for a holiday when we do a holiday.
I mean, we could do. I don't mind going again.
There we go. If we announce we're going on holiday, it will be Barcelona. Come and swarm us in the crowd. Dox us.
Sure.
Dox us in Barcelona. Anyway, that's the show.
We'll see you around. Thank you for listening.
If this one isn't corrupted.
This isn't corrupted. It's fine. Peace out.
I'm going to corrupt my side.
Please don't. Peace out.
Goodbye, everyone.